And now, back to Your Retirement Matters with Arlene Brown.
Welcome back, folks. I'm Jeff Davis with financial advisor Arlene Brown. Now, Arlene will continue our discussion on the current economy and your retirement. And don't forget that you can call Arlene at 678-741-5334. That's 678-741-5334 for a complimentary, no obligation, 3-step review. Folks, now is the time to be proactive. You can't afford to wait. Visit www.yourretirementmatters.net. That's www.yourretirementmatters.net. And Arlene, I think one of the worst things people can do is just procrastinate, just wait.
That is correct. That is correct.
They keep getting older, and their financial picture doesn't get any better, and they're losing time.
Proactive is the best. That should be the best word for 2011.
Proactive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people need to be proactive.
Yes.
Especially while money keeps falling right through the
Falling
cracks.
through the cracks.
Like going to the government. Lovely. All right. So, Arlene, if 2011 and 2012 are good years to die for the wealthy, as we say, are they, in fact, good years for giving?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You see, yes, for those who are charitable, and if you are, especially those who are 70 years old and over 70 years old, you can actually give. You have until January 31st to get a $100,000 exemption. You can give out to your charitable or to your favorite charity, public charity, $100,000, and you can report that in your 2010 tax return. Okay.
So this is January. This is early January right now.
Uh-huh.
I can go to the end of this month and still use it for 2010.
Oh, because then another $100,000 for 2011. So yes, it's a good thing to giving for 2010 and 2011.
I love that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's interesting because they found that the people who live in the red states, the Republicans,
yes,
that are, always portrayed as being so cheap and greedy, they overwhelmingly are more charitable than people from the blue states, the Democrat states. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Does it surprise you at all?
I'm not surprised about that.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah.
All right. Now, for those who are charitable and are 70 and a half years old, ladies and gentlemen, you have until January 31st to donate up to $100,000 to your favorite public charity to get the $100,000 tax deduction for 2010. So you have to be at least 70 and a half years old to take advantage of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's for 2010. You have until the end of the month. End of January, and it's for your 2010 tax period. That's fantastic.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right,
now, you may be surprised. Why too late? Well, because they decided the Tax Act too late as well, so that's why they are giving extension.
Yeah, they procrastinated.
Yeah,
we talked about people procrastinating. Congress
correct.
procrastinated.
And did you know that there is extension for tax returns filing up April 18?
Oh, I didn't know that. An extra, 3 days?
Yes, that is correct.
Boy, a lot of people are going to be going to that mailbox.
Yes, because
the post office,
which makes sense because they decided too late for the Tax Act, and they have this carry over for 2010 deduction. So yeah, it makes sense that they are going to extend another 3 days for the 2010 filing.
This is a great conversation for you and me, Arlene, because if I can brag on you for a moment, you and your husband Wade are very, very charitably inclined. You're active at your church, and you're active in an organization called Stop Hunger Now.
Stop Hunger Now.
Plus, Wade is involved in a wonderful charity in Nashville.
Inner City Ministries.
Inner City Ministries. And both of those charities are basically helping poor people.
That is correct. That is correct.
Now, Inner City Ministries is for poor people here in America, I take it, in the inner city.
That is correct.
And Stop Hunger Now, those are people all over the world.
All over the world. Children all over the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, too, just a few bucks can feed somebody overseas for a long time.
$1.25 can feed a family for a day.
Wow, $1.25.
$1.25.
All right, so folks, if you're charitably inclined and you're 70 and a half years of age or over, I would contact Arlene, and she can help you set this all up, get the deduction for 2010 until the end of January, and for 2011 until December 31st of 2011. So I urge you to contact financial advisor Arlene Brown. Arlene, what about the small business owners? What do they get from this 2010 tax relief?
Well, actually, just what I mentioned, it's actually more expansive because they can get 100% deduction for 2011 and 50% bonus depreciation for 2012 on certain new properties, capital expenditures. So they can and also like computer software to update their technology. They have until January 2012.
January 31, 2012.
December 31st, 2012.
December 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that helps.
Yes.
At least, so we're starting to see some stuff that's finally starting to help stimulate the economy, help businesses, maybe help get people jobs.
Yes, especially the small business, because now they can invest and spend more money back into properties and encourage more spending on their part.
Would you remind our audience, can you take this moment, Arlene, take this opportunity to remind our audience of what the work opportunity tax credit is?
Well, the work opportunity tax credit was equal to 40% of the first year wage of this worker. If they hire new workers in certain targeted groups, but basically it's almost everyone is covered. 40% of the first year's wages up to $6,000, the small business will get credit for that. So that's what you call the workers' work opportunity tax credit. It was actually supposedly going to expire in August 2011, but they extended it until December 31st, 2011.
This is for people kind of in low-level jobs, because you said it's up to $6,000.
Yes, up to $6,000. That's the 40%.
But this is good for business.
Yes.
It's going to make them hire people and give them jobs.
Absolutely.
So there's great potential now that our unemployment figures will improve.
Yes. Unemployment number will hopefully go down to 9%. 9%.
From what, 9.8 or something like that?
Yes.
But that difference, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. You see, actually, it's 10.2%.
Oh.
Okay, so
it's even more people.
It will bring down to 9%. That would be great. Although we wish it will be down to 8%, 7.2%. That would be fantastic. But reality is 9% would be. I will take 9% any time of the day.
What about, if you don't mind me asking, because it's very controversial, Obamacare, Arlene Brown? Will Obamacare be repealed in your view?
Well, if I am advising President Obama, I would advise.
There isn't a chance, and that's going to happen. But go ahead, continue with that analogy.
This is just
it's
keep
hypothetical.
on dreaming. But I would advise that he is going not to veto any improvement or any repeal of certain provisions in the Obamacare, and if the GOP and also to the GOPs to just be those things really, the provisions that are problematic. Go ahead, make some changes, but not a total repeal of the Obamacare. I don't believe in total. I don't think it will. It's so ambitious for the GOP to do 100% repeal of the Obamacare. But if certain provisions, that would be fantastic.
Isn't there something that says that you can have to do a 1099 if you're a business for every single expenditure you make?
Yes,
just about. That's ridiculous.
That's
it's silly.
Yeah, there's a lot of provisions, small things like FSA. You can't over the counter medicines. I mean that's to even if it's only $500, it can add up. And there are certain provisions, but one provision that I like about the Obamacare is the that there's no pre-existing conditions.
That is good because a lot of people have a pre-existing condition.
Yeah.
They can't get health insurance.
But again, it still has to be revise to the point that it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Nothing is 100% free.
Yeah, that's an
There's
important.
just they have to have a certain pool.
It's got to come from somewhere. Somebody's got to pay for it. Well, that's it for today, folks. You can be proactive, folks. You can use the 2010 Tax Relief and Job Creation Act to your advantage, and you have an Arlene Brown to help you do that, to sit down with you and go through the 3-step review process. And what I would urge you to do is call Arlene Brown at 678-741-5334. That's 678-741-5334, or you can visit her website. And I would wholeheartedly urge you to do that, folks, and check it out and see what Arlene and her husband Wade are all about. www.yourretirementmatters.net. That's www.yourretirementmatters.net. And also the Your Retirement Matters Facebook page.
Yes,
which
that's
is quite
correct.
interesting. Arlene?
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, may God hold you in the hollow of His hand.
You've been listening to Your Retirement Matters with Arlene Brown. If you're retired or planning for retirement, tune in each Saturday and Sunday morning at 9:30 for important investment advice. Your Retirement Matters with Arlene Brown, only on News Talk 1160, the talk of the town.